Thank you, sir. May I have another? Thank you, sir. May I have another?
Hello and welcome to Microsoft Ignite. We've got a big day ahead and lots in store for you. First, we want to acknowledge that the land where the Microsoft campus is situated was traditionally occupied by the Sammamish, the Duwamish, the Snoqualmie, the Suquamish, the Muckleshoot, the Snohomish, the Tulalip, and other Coast Salish peoples since time immemorial. My name is Allison Wines. I'm a senior program manager in our developer tools division. I'm an Asian and white female with dark brown hair wearing a red sleeveless top.
And I'm Seth Juarez, program manager in the AI platform group. I'm a tall Hispanic male wearing a blue shirt, khaki pants. Today we kick off 2 days of learning more about the latest solutions, exploring how these key innovations can empower you to do great things, and connecting with peers from around the world.
A prominent critic of China based in the UK said Microsoft Corp's LinkedIn froze his account and removed content criticizing the country's government, the latest in a series of allegations that the networking website had censored users even outside of the Asian nation to appease authorities in Beijing. Peter Humphrey, a British corporate investigator and former journalist who accesses LinkedIn from his home in Surrey, England, said he received notification from LinkedIn last month that comments he had published on the platform had been removed. The comments, seen by Bloomberg News, called the Chinese government a repressive dictatorship and criticized the country's state media organizations as propaganda mouthpieces. In late April, Humphrey said LinkedIn sent him several notifications that critical comments he posted about China's government and state-controlled broadcaster China Global Television Network, or CGTN, had been removed, on the grounds that the comments constituted bullying and harassment or spam and scams. On April 26, Humphrey said he couldn't access his LinkedIn profile. When Humphrey tried to log in, he said he was met with a message stating his profile had been restricted due to behavior that appears to violate our terms of service. After Bloomberg News contacted LinkedIn for comment last week, the company reinstated Humphrey's account and restored some of his comments, including those listed above. Others were not. Our team has reviewed the action, based on our appeals process, and found it was an error, said Leona Spillman, a spokeswoman for LinkedIn. Spillman declined to comment further regarding Humphrey's account. The Chinese government's foreign ministry didn't respond to requests for comment. LinkedIn, owned by Microsoft Corp, entered the Chinese market in early 2014, operating under the name Lingying. It remains the only U.S. social media network allowed to operate in the country, but it complies with the Chinese government's restrictions on certain kinds of content for users in China.
And also today, Eunice, we learned that Microsoft is shutting down its local version of LinkedIn in China. This apparently was the last major U.S. social network still operating there.
Yeah, and actually it's been a very big topic of discussion here. In fact, the hashtag Microsoft to close LinkedIn China is ranking number 12 right now on the top among the top trending topics on social media. A lot of people have been talking about how this is going to be really tough for them because they enjoy going on LinkedIn to be able to search for jobs, for English-speaking jobs, to look to really broaden their prospects. So this is something that a lot of people have been saying is really too bad for a lot of Chinese people. And also one other thing that was kind of interesting was that the Chinese version of the letter from LinkedIn actually left out a lot of the discussion about the difficult environment that Microsoft had said and LinkedIn had said it found itself operating in. So there's been a lot of discussion about how different the two countries are at this point.
And what sort of the real reasoning is. Microsoft saying it will shut it down due to a significantly more challenging operating environment and greater compliance requirements in China, just like you said, Eunice. And they will instead launch a job search site in the region that doesn't have LinkedIn's social features. So, again, a major move there.
As my buddy says, the worst part about Cosby was he was a hypocrite. And I said, I don't think that was the worst part.